Greetings from Integration. I am here today with Integration CTO Ferenc Varga, otherwise known as Fetzo. And Fetzo, today, if you don't mind, I'd like to talk a little bit about the Magento page builder.
Yes, I probably you know as much as about page builder as myself. So what's page builder and why is it useful for Magento merchants?
Well, I would say that I don't know as much, but I can answer that question, and I'm happy to do so because I actually know that answer. But the truth is, Magento Page Builder allows merchants to have a greater degree of control over their site. So the alternative would be to call my Magento provider like Integration, or call a professional Magento developer like, hey, I'd like to make XYZ changes on my website. Page Builder gives me an alternative to that. I can actually do it myself.
So what kind of content can you add with page builder?
You can add rich content. You can add sliders. You can add video. You can schedule that content in advance. Maybe you'll be on holiday. Maybe you'll be in surgery. Maybe you'll be hibernating. But you can still schedule that content to be delivered to your website next week, next month, next year. So there's a variety of really time-saving features that allows merchants to take more control over the site. But one question I've got for you, Fetzo, is open source or Commerce Cloud. So is the page builder available in open source?
No, unfortunately
No.
not. So it's a commerce
Okay.
feature. It's a very advanced feature, and
Yeah.
it is provided only for commerce.
Sure. Well, why do you think that is? Why is it only available to commerce licensed users?
So it's one of the most advanced features of Magento, and it's very valuable as well.
Yeah. Maybe the commerce page builder is the primary difference. Or between open source and those licensed solutions?
Yes, it's one of the primary differences, along with B2B,
Yeah.
content staging,
Yeah.
and so on. So
Okay. Now, I don't have any technical background. I can appreciate that the page builder allows merchants to take more control over their site, but I've got no technical background. How am I going to change my website? How am I going to change the content? Can I just start from day one and be a professional at this, or are there stages to improve? Obviously, the more I do something, the better I should get. But as a baby step, how might a very beginner use Page Builder in an effective way to take control of his website?
So let's say you are a merchant.
Yeah.
What are your expectations in this regard?
Well, I've paid for the commerce license. I want to use the page building feature, but my primary concern is that my website is highly professional, and I want it to look as good as possible. I want it to be as friendly to customers as possible. So I'm thinking that maybe I could have a designer create some templates in advance. And then from those templates, it's much easier for me to use the page builder feature. And then, of course, like anything, the more I use it, the better I get. And then at a certain point, I wouldn't need those templates. But I think one of the things that we've learned about page builder in the Magento community specifically is it allows web shop owners to take more control over their brand.
Yes, this is exactly the way page builder works.
Mm-hmm. Why would it be important for a shop owner to take more control over his brand?
I think that's a primary goal for all shop owners, and just gives the tools, gives the possibility for shop owners to take more control.
Sure. And for those shop owners, I think having more control over their business, having more control over their e-commerce site, having more control over their brand, that's something absolutely they'd like to do. So to develop a Magento 2's site without Magento developers, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen properly. But to maintain that same site, with the page builder tool is absolutely available and something that people are doing on a daily basis.
Yes, and to add colorful, relevant content on a day-to-day basis, it's absolutely possible with page builder. You can just start editing products, categories, and CMS pages. You can change the content whenever you want. You can add images, videos, sliders, and so on. And the limit is only the shop owner's imagination.
Agreed. Okay, well, thanks very much for your time today, Fetzo.
No problem. Okay.
Okay.